You guys realize the entire Back to the Future trilogy now takes place in the past?
Shut up! You don't think Ryan is famous?
Cousin Ryan.
You gotta...
Hey, what's up, YouTube friends and family? It's Cousin Ryan, and I've got a box here that I'm so excited to share with you guys and unbox it with you. This is from the Dr. Collector, and it's the Memories Through Time. It's a bunch of memorabilia from Marty and Doc's trip through time over the course of the trilogy. You know what a big Back to the Future fan I am, so I had to have this. It was $100, but from what they described, I think it's going to be worth it. I really feel like it's going to be worth it. Some really cool stuff in here. What else? You know, when I first read about this, it sounded like it came from Brazil and then maybe from Spain, but according to the customs declaration here, it comes from a German post office. So it is an international company that ships all over the world, and it shipped back, gosh, I forget when I pre-ordered it. It shipped in early mid-December, and it just got here a few days ago. So it was almost the end of January before it arrived. But the box seems to be in fairly, decent shape. So let's see. Right on top of the box, it was something I had added. You had to pay extra for this. It's the key. It's the key for the DeLorean time machine. It's got the little tag on it that's got Doc's phone number, 555-1128, license plate, out of time. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see on the back there what that looks like. And then the front. Dr. Collector. It's got the Universal logo on the front there. Okay. Now for the box itself. You guys can see there what we're looking at. So this actually, that's a metal box right there. Let me just go ahead and throw that on the floor, throw that on the floor. Okay, it shows us what's on the back here, but let's surprise ourselves just a little bit. This baby open. This is actually a really cool box. I want to give you guys, oh, that just comes off there. Set that aside. Show you guys the box here before we open it. The back has some dialogue on there. I'll go ahead and read it to you. Time travel memories. How could 18 days have passed for Marty McFly between October 25th and October 27th, 1985? This is the madness of time travel. This box contains the memories that Marty collected during his time travels to 1955, 2015, 1885, and even to a parallel 1985, reminding him that this time travel adventure with Doc was real. That's awesome. Danger 1.21 gigawatts. Dr. Collector presents Back to the Future Plutonium Edition Time Travel Memories. Very, very cool. How are we opening this now? I don't want to... As nice as this metal box is, it feels a little bit fragile. Here's what you see immediately inside the box. I don't know, is there supposed to be something in here? It looks like the flux capacitor. Is it just a sponge? I don't know. We'll find out here. First off, this is pretty awesome. It's a lenticular photograph. I don't know if this is going to translate very well to the camera, but I don't know if you guys can see that Marty's siblings disappear there. I don't know if that's going to work for you guys or not, but it works for me. That's pretty awesome. Cool. Let's see. Dear Dave and Linda, if you are reading this, it's probably because I haven't been home in a while, but don't worry. Just because I'm not here now doesn't mean that we won't see each other again in the future. I am most likely traveling back in time with Doc, and we've had a problem that prevents me from returning to the present. Sorry, I'm not good at reading sloppy handwriting, but you see there, it's the letter, it looks like, from Marty to his siblings. Oh, and there's more to it. Here, let me try to not read that very well again. Sorry, I was just looking at this little sticker thing here. I've always told you that time travel is so heavy and always treat me like a madman, but if Doc and I hadn't traveled to the past and the future on several occasions, then Dad would be 6 feet under right now. Biff would be our stepfather. Say Javier and Marlene would be in the clink. Oh, Junior, sorry. Javier, Junior. I'm silly. And the clink, and you two would be living in... You two would be living in something and hitting the bottle. Living in sin and hitting the bottle? I don't know. In the worst case scenario, you and Dad wouldn't even have fallen in love, and we would have vanished from, excuse me, Mom and Dad. This handwriting's really bad. Mom and Dad wouldn't even have fallen in love, and we would have vanished from existence, as if, holy cow, this goes on and on. Someone had erased us from a photograph. I'm not going to give you the speech again. I know you don't believe me, but as crazy as this may sound, there are two things that Marty McFly will ever be: a liar and a chicken, or a liar or a chicken. What's in this box will blow your mind. In it, I keep memories of my travel to 1885, 1955, and 2015. Pictures of tickets, maps, and souvenirs of the past and the future. I even keep a coin from the casino that the jerk Biff built after stealing the DeLorean from us. Your brother in time, Marty. P.S. Don't mess with the plutonium bar. I'll keep it in case I need to generate 1.21 gigawatts to get the time machine back on track. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go here. You know, I thought of something while I was reading that last paragraph. What was it? Chicken was... Keep a coin from the casino. Shoot, what was it? Again, there are two things that were... I had a point to make about Back to the Future, now I forget what it was. Oh well. Here's an out-of-time license plate. This one is actually pretty cool. I don't have my other one in here. I like this one because it's a little bit distressed. You can see around the edges here, it looks like it's actually been used. The other one I have is very pristine. I like this one better because it looks used. Very cool. Something I don't have any version of is the 2015 license plate that looks more like a barcode. That's pretty sweet. I really like that one. Oh, I know what I was going to say. 2015. Do you guys realize the entire Back to the Future trilogy now takes place in the past? It's 2021. Everything happens in the past in Back to the Future now, which is just mind-blowing for those of us that grew up with Back to the Future. I think this... Okay, here we go. The plutonium rod. I think this is one of the coolest things in here. I don't know why. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't light up, but a plutonium rod. That's awesome. Put that back in there. Let's see, what do we have in this bag? Blast from the Past, 2015. 10 years bringing the past into the future. This looks like the bag that the Sports Almanac would have come in. That's definitely the store it would have come from. So, Mr. Fusion sticker. We've got the receipt from the almanac. That's pretty awesome. Here's another lenticular Cafe 80s coaster. I don't know if you, like I said, I don't know if the lenticular feature translates to the camera very well, but what else? Gosh, there is so much stuff in here. Here is what looks to be a ripped out flyer from a magazine for hoverboards. You can see there's Biff's gang. Their hoverboards on the back there, and then the more kid-friendly ones on the front. That's cool. Here's a Welcome to Hill Valley postcard. On the back, there's a map. Again, it's got some lenticular functions on it. Oh, let's see. What is this? Boy, there is a ton of stuff still in here. Looks like it's just a flyer for Cafe 80s. Oh man, I see something I want. Who wouldn't want to eat that right there? That looks amazing. I almost want to try to recreate that. More than a burger, that's the Tower of Love. That's funny. With fresh lettuce. The 80s Tower of Love. It looks like it's got a donut for a bun with some whipped cream on top, ice cream, hamburger. It looks like there's a slice of pizza, some bacon. I'm down. I would try that. I would totally try that. And here is the Cusco You're Fired piece of paper that Jennifer took from 2015. And then when Marty decided to not race needles, he erased and became a blank piece of paper because Marty broke that habit of giving in when somebody would call him chicken. All right, let's keep going here. That's from 2015. Here is a bag from 1985. This is some fun stuff. I like this. I really do. Okay, let's see what we got from 1985. This looks like it might be both versions of 1985. Here is a Save the Clock Tower pin. And we'll just skip right to the casino chip from Biff's Casino. Biff's Pleasure Paradise. You can see the back there. All right. Art and Revolution. I feel like I should know what this is from, but I don't. I mean, obviously it's from Back to the Future, but I don't remember the Art and Revolution. That sounds so familiar, but I'm drawing a blank right now. And then re-elect Mayor Goldie Wilson. Honesty, Decency, and Integrity, 1985. There's a campaign pin from Mayor Goldie Wilson's campaign to get re-elected as the mayor of Hill Valley. And then we've got one more casino token that's gold. It's got Biff on one side there, and then again Biff Tannen's Pleasure Paradise on the back. And here is, oh, there's more stuff in here. Oh, this is awesome. It's the Save the Clock Tower flyer, and on the back, it's got Jennifer Parker's phone number, played by Claudia Wells in Back to the Future 1. Dr. E. Brown Enterprises, 24-hour scientific services, Riverside Drive, Hill Valley, California. Doc's business card. Here's a tardy slip from Mr. Strickland for being a slacker for Marty. His tardy slip from the beginning of Back to the Future 1. We've got the most exciting book of the year, George McFly, A Match Made in Space. Looks like a bookmarker. Very cool. Skip to this. This looks like a flyer, Hill Valley downtown map. And again, oh cool, it kind of matches up with that other postcard we got from 2015. It's the map of downtown Hill Valley. You can see the reference to Twin Pines Mall on the back. Pretty cool. Another look at the map there. It also has, with all the numbers on the map, there's a key right here that tells you what all the buildings are. From Lou's Cafe, do not open until 1985. I'm assuming the letter from Marty to Doc is in here, and sure enough. Dear Dr. Brown, on the night that I go back in time at 1:30 a.m., you will be shot by terrorists. Please take whatever precautions are necessary to prevent this terrible disaster. Your friend, Marty. That's really cool too. I like that. Awesome. Okay, so that was the 1985 packet of souvenirs. And here, we're going to go to 1955. All right. Let's see. Hill Valley High School on the envelope there. Pretty awesome. And we have got right on top, actually holding everything, Doc's original drawing of the flux capacitor. He was hanging a clock, the porcelain was wet, he slipped and fell and hit his head, and when he came to, he had a vision of this. The flux capacitor, which makes time travel possible. There's some pictures of, here's what looks to be Lorraine's senior photo. Here's a photo of George and Lorraine. This one pops up on social media every now. People will post it saying, oh, this is a picture we found. We're trying to locate the original, you know, who these people are, blah, blah, blah. And it's just George and Lorraine from Back to the Future. Here is what looks to be a little flyer from the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. A Hill Valley visitor's guide, definitely done in 1950s style. It's funny how the maps were so much bigger and they got consecutively smaller as time went on. Here's the big map of Hill Valley. And here's the back. It's kind of, here we'll go this way. And then we'll flip it around and you can see there's the McFly house in the corner with their floor plan and everything. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then here is, oh, this is awesome. It's a menu. It's a menu from Lou's Cafe. There's all the items over here. Let's see. A hamburger was 25 cents. That's awesome. All the drinks were 10 cents. Hot chocolate was 15 cents though. Coffee was 5. Huh. And we all know he didn't have Pepsi free, because if you want a Pepsi, you're going to pay for it, pal. All right. Last, but certainly not least, the envelope from 1885. There is one thing I'm looking for in here that I hope is included. I would be shocked if it wasn't. All right, envelope's empty. Hill Valley Telegraph. First off, here's another lenticular photo of the infamous tombstone that had Emmett L. Brown written on it. His name disappeared. Oh, and the whole tombstone will vanish as well. That's pretty cool. It's got 3 stages. Again, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not, but it kind of, yeah, and the reflection of the lighting's not helping either, is it? I don't know if that works, but Emmett L. Brown disappears from the tombstone, and then the tombstone itself also disappears, which is a cool little trick there. Here is a wanted poster for Buford Mad Dog Tannen, dead or alive. $5,000. That had to be a lot of money back in 1885. He was a real jerk. All right, let's keep going here. Here is the town map. And it's only one-sided this time. But you get the idea. See the clock tower just being built, the train station. Welcome to Hill Valley, the land of tomorrow. Okay, let's see. What I was thinking would have been in here and absolutely should have been in here and wasn't, the Partners in Time photo of Marty and Doc standing next to the clock. That photo should have been included in this. What do we have here? This, I gotta look at this right side up first. Map to time machine. Oh, okay. It's the map to where the time machine's buried. That's awesome. That is pretty cool. Okay. There you go. I don't know if can we get that all in frame there? Maybe. If you guys can see what's going on. It's Doc's map to the time machine. Kind of surprised they didn't have the letter in here as well. We're not going to complain. There's some cool stuff in here, but I just feel like that was a missed opportunity. That stuff should have been included in here. You know what? I was looking at that sticker. I told you there was this like metal. Gosh, it's stuck to the page. It must have just come loose during shipping. It looks like it's supposed to be stuck right here. There's a little square for it inside the box. So you can see the plutonium rod and then the Back to the Future emblem there that says Plutonium edition. This copy is number 4,233 of 6,000. So there's only 6,000 of these boxes put together. Interesting. All right, let's see. Is that it? I think that's it. Pretty cool. I'm still curious. What do you guys think of this? I mean, obviously it's supposed to be the flux capacitor, but is something missing here that was supposed to fit inside that? What was the point of that? And I didn't see. What did I do with that? Oh, here we go. I don't see anything here that would indicate. This is the paper that was stuck to the back of the box inside the shrink wrap. I'm not seeing anything that would indicate what that was supposed to be, which is fine. No big deal. I do still really like the plutonium rod though. That's cool. That is a cool thing. Love the distress license plate. I'm gonna go through all this stuff again, and but I think I'm gonna keep it all in the box. I will display some of this, but we'll see. It's a lot to look at. I like the Biff Tannen, or excuse me, the Mad Dog Tannen, the Buford Mad Dog Tannen wanted poster. That's pretty awesome as well. Cool stuff. What'd you guys think? Was this worth $100? I mean, yeah, I guess it is. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of cool stuff. Is it things I needed? Probably not, but it was worth it to unbox it with you guys. So, cool. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. And let's see. What can we use as a parting quote tonight? If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Oh, I like Doc's final word to Jennifer and Marty at the very end of Back to the Future 3 when she asks about this being erased. What does he say? Of course it's erased. Your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. It's whatever you make it to make it a good one, the both of you. And with that, I'll say, be excellent to each other.
You know, sir, it's cousin Ryan on the Hollywood Boulevard. You know, sir, he bigger than any superstar. All of us spit you some real dope bar. Some of them sweeter than any chocolate bar. Boom! Hey.